This is the replay review for Rush, our Ostleader, who has German Mechanized, Lightning War, and Jaeger Armor. Against Yuffie's USF, who has Heavy Cavalry, Airborne, and Armor. Going Tier 1, expecting Grenadiers to come out of that, also building an HMG. Pretty standard Oster opening, I like it. Don't like capping this. Alright, good, it looks like he's moving to his fuel.
We have a fresh Grenadier squad.
So, as the Western player on Road to Kharkov, I recommend you take your squad and you pop in and out of this building here, because the Eastern player might try and rush this building, and if that happens, you could get forced off your fuel. So you want to, just cap a little bit and pop in, get a good look around, pop back out, and continue capping. It's just, playing a bit more safe, so you can actually retain your fuel in the early game. HMG covering the cutoff. It's okay. It's a bit defensive. You can play more aggressive with it if you get a second Grenadier, or just even with your first Grenadier, escorting it around. But I understand, maintaining your fuel at this point, so. Alright, so he's been at both VPs. I'd like to see this HMG move up a bit more. It's great, it's covering your cutoff, but you can make your Grenadier so much more effective if you have an HMG supporting it. Just move it up here. Grenadiers can fight this mortar easy. This squad comes in, instantly suppressed. Grenadiers can focus that, force that away, and then they can return to forcing away to the mortar, and you've lost basically nothing. But right now, it's just sitting here covering the cutoff. Closing your distance, yes, you went for cover, but you knew there was a rifle here, as well as a mortar back here. So if you came up the middle here, could have stayed a bit longer range, and engaged the rifleman from there. When you close, if you're just going for the cover, yes, you're closing in, or yes, you're going to get the cover, but you're closing in against the rifleman, and you're just going to lose. This is good. I think they could have won that, potentially, but you would have had to pop in and out against the mortar. It's good suppression here.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Nuts. We got orders coming.
Listen to me if you want to live.
Building a med bunker. Floating a lot of fuel currently. Could have easily gotten tech up. I guess it's, where's your manpower at? Oh, it's in a cache. I wouldn't build a cache that early. You could use that for more field presence, another HMG, and you can easily just lock down your fuel. Throw it on this wagon or this tractor in this house, and you don't have to worry about that side for a good amount of time, unless your opponent wants to designate a lot of resources to take it out. And you know, like, the cache only gives you +3 fuel. Like, if you just capture like this territory point, you get an additional +3 fuel, which you're getting from the cache, and +5 munitions. Plus, you get to retain the manpower as well. So, you know, you can just use your pioneers if they're not doing anything and just go capture another standard territory point.
Our sector.
See the fighting position mid. Just gotta watch this mortar clumping. Good flamer against the squad there. Okay, so he's behind this shot blocker, and I don't think he sees him. That's why. But you don't really want to close in like that with grenadiers. You want to do kind of what this grenadier does. You want to move to the side so you can get vision, and then just shoot at long range. You know, because you're closing into a BAR, you're just gonna lose.
We can now build
Especially with
light
grenadiers.
mechanized infantry.
So say, you know, you took that squad over here and you either moved it back or you just kept it on this flank and, you know, just dodged rifle grenades while this flank's over here, so he has to engage one of them. Pioneers forced out the rifleman. It's good. Second Pioneer coming. Probably going to build his tech from that Pioneer. I would like to see, I don't know, I think
Pioneers
something,
ready for assignment.
you know, sniper, mortar, anything. Snipers are great against USF. Mortar, you can out-mortar his mortar because you have the extra range. That could be a problem. He's got tech, so we can rifle grenade. Don't go this close to garrisons because your cover, even though it's yellow cover, it's negated if it's within 10 units of a garrison. Or that's just standard cover range. Or it's the 10 unit rule or whatever. Basically, cover is negated inside 10 units, but it's not negated for garrisons. So you're actually not behind cover while he is at that close range. So you want to stay a good distance away. And if he, you know, he's a good player, he'll tell his rifleman to focus that squad, and you'll just bleed manpower very quickly.
Scout car has arrived. Grenadier squad at full strength.
So the scout car, I believe it was in reaction to the half track. I haven't seen him reveal the half track, but maybe you did. And put the scout car in return. She's in now though. Fighting, you know, under mortar fire is clumped up like that. It's dangerous. Since the half track should maybe try and get some pot shots with the 222. Flamer forced out that squad. Going for a pack gun. So that's alright.
We are losing a sector.
In fact, that's actually good. You know, you got the A half track in on there, you know, come in handy later down the line. Should be hitting this half track, maybe prioritize vehicles 2-2. He's got a big advantage now, should definitely chase. Chase, okay. He's starting to chase a little bit late.
Anti-tank gun has arrived.
You know, gotta seize those opportunities. You know, should definitely keep diving for that. Gets away. Okay, this rifleman doesn't have grenades. No. Very far from me as well. Should easily dive. Good.
Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements.
Half track. is good. A little bit hesitant on the dive there. I think he might have been scared of the rifleman's AT grenade, but you know, you can check as the player how close your opponent's veterancy is. So do that if you've got the time. You should use the 222 to either force away this squad or destroy this fighting position. But it looks like he's got the pioneers on it. But the 222 will destroy it faster, so always do that. These squads aren't capping. You know, I've had I have squads do that every once in a while. You know, you accidentally just click close to the point and they're not in the point, so happens. Very good veterancy for destroying that fighting position. Should definitely lose this engagement. Should probably retreat because he's not going to win that. Retreat. Oh, way too late. Lose the flamer. Good thing he didn't drop the flamer. At 2-2-2-2. MG42. I like it, I like it. MG42s are very good on this map. You've got the very, you know, thin, you know, because the maps are like, it's thin and long. You don't have to like rotate. There's not a higher chance of flanking because you're limited by space. So makes you know, turretless tanks a little bit better and LMGs a little bit better.
Our industry grows to support us.
Pairing under fire from LT, that's dangerous at least. Pack gun's just sitting in base. Should at the very least have it, you know, up there a little bit, you know, just have it at the ready, or you know, if you see an opportunity, you can have it cap something, so you can just use your infantry to keep pushing.
The enemy is taking our territory.
HMG gets outflanked, instantly retreats. I would say don't instantly retreat, just, you know, pick it up, see if he reacts. If he doesn't react, then set up, you know, suppress. You know, instantly retreating is a safer option, but, you know, if he doesn't force it, then it's just a free suppression. Selects German mechanized. His doctrine's okay. I'd rather see, you know, lightning war. He had Jaeger armor as well. Oh, sees rifleman planting mines. That means he selected. His opponent selected heavy cavalry because he had airborne and armor. And rifleman field defenses are only on heavy cav, so he now knows his doctrine. Ooh, should have probably dove that with the 222. It's a easy kill. Nice green cover LMGs. Alright, sees a 50 cal in here. Mortar, I would get his mortar to shell that. I think it is. A new fighting position. See if we can push that, you know, 2-2-2. Or shell it with the mortar. But as I was saying, with the mechanized doctrine, it's not super useful. You know, there's better doctrines. That spotting scopes are nice, and command P4 is decent, and smoke bombs are nice. But
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
You know, you're rarely going to use the LUFH, and the German Grenadier Group is more of just a fuel sink. It's at 500 manpower, Jesus. I would have definitely avoided that one. 500 manpower. Destroying the fighting position with 222. To see. see this HMG move up. He forced away this 50 cal. Oh wait, and he recruited a mortar. Maybe force self captures munitions. Maybe move up here if you can, you know, poke around a bit, see if there's anything around there, and then set up. Should see the 222 destroy this mortar. So if you're at least not going to use it, then destroy it so your opponent can't use it. Flak pans are coming out. Decal setting up. Should suppress these grenadiers. Is it in range? Might have been. But he moves back to the heavy cover. It's good to see. Should definitely beat these LTs.
Ready for deployment.
Should not be focusing the REs, should definitely be focusing the BAR rifles. LMG is not focusing the BAR rifles. Is now, but loses way too late. Flak Panzer hits the field. Should he move the 50 cal up on the right side? So should move the Flak Panzer over there, instantly force that off, or even the 222. Both would work. The mortar's shelling it. And forces a retreat. It's good. Flak Panzer moves mid and forces a retreat. There it is. That's a BAR and bazooka squad. Definitely not optimal for USF.
We are losing a sector.
Took a rocket and takes a snare. Should careful about that. Taking a snare, as long as you don't get snared, is fine. You know, as long as it doesn't hit the HP threshold. But if you're going to actually take a snare, then you want to avoid that as best as possible, because you know Sherman might come along and try and dive you. Kind of like what he's doing. Should see that pack gun. It would have been better to maybe set up here. Here's fine though, because you know now he's covering Flak Panzer a little bit in the face. Doesn't look like he's diving though. Good to see some sweepers. You know, saw the rifleman mines. So, and you saw your opponent does plant mines. So. It's good to see that.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
New pios for the Flak Panzer, I
Enemy
imagine.
forces are securing our territory.
These pios are going to be forced away. They do.
Our lines of supply
222 just kind of sitting here now with spot scopes, which it grants great range for sight, but you know, it doesn't hurt. You know, it's just, you know, bully lone squads that don't have bazookas, which to be fair most of them do. So
Enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
you should see that pack gun setting up in the wrong direction and not on prioritized vehicles. Who's that 222?
The enemy is taking our territory.
Stug is kind of bugging out on the 222. Should reposition this HMG. Just try and suppress this. Flak Panzer comes out, it's going to force it away probably. Some good tank physics. Lucky the Flak Panzer and the Stug didn't, you know, caught on each other there. Might not have been able to chase this down a bit more. I think I would have chased this down a bit more.
We have 200 points
You had
remaining.
a Stug in support, so even if you did hit a mine, you have a Stug, and you also had the pack, which was a little bit far back. It was back here, I think.
Securing our territory.
fine. Still needs to destroy this mortar. Does it have a bazooka? Yes, it does. You see that bazooka there. Yeah, good shot. Should definitely get another HMG and just set it up on the left, you know, behind these sandbags or in this house, and maybe move, you know, a pack gun over there and plant a couple tellers, you know, protect your pack gun a bit, and then you basically can't, like, he can't push this left side because you got an HMG, a pack gun, and mines, so he would need some form of smoke, which he does have, but you know, it's definitely more difficult to push that thing. Very weak house gets 2 squads inside. It's very dangerous. Try not to do that. You know, you think your reactions are fast, and believe me, I don't doubt them, but you know, it just takes one bad shell. 2 squads gone. Second MG42, glad I see that. Very good at this point. I would still like this HMG to move up more, you know, over here behind this wood stack, or, you know, up here on these green sandbags, on this fence. You can just cover the right side, maybe put the pack gun over there, same deal, put mines down, and then the right side's covered. You can use your tanks to support it if need be, and otherwise they can just support mid. You know, because right now you have the left side, but there's nothing defending it, so. Sherman diving. Still. He's getting shots off. Backs a bit late though. Gets the Faust.
Panzer IV is ready for battle.
We're gonna see a dive here by the Stug. I think that's okay. Smoked by the allied player. Gets him. That's good. No, good dive. It would have been nice to see some kind of infantry support, but I think they were all healing. One of them was, at least. They were mid. Might have been good to bring them over. Ensure, you know, he doesn't get blobbed up by bazookas. You know, in case he hit a mine or something. Second HMG covering mid. That's okay. If you think about it this way, if you play your HMGs on the flanks, and then you could have all your armor and stuff, and infantry protecting the middle, so that if the infantry and the armor need to rotate, they only have to go, you know, half the distance, as opposed to, you know, armors on the left or on the right. So they have to travel potentially across the map. There's the Pershing. Command Panther in the field by the Command Panzer. That's good, it buffs all your armor and infantry, but it's definitely not good against the Pershing. The only thing good against that right now is the pack. This the even then, I'd rather see a maybe another pack gunner Stug. He's getting some good hits off though. Except that one. Not his fault though. Bounces or bounces. Destroyed 50 cal here. Unfortunately, you cannot destroy those due to a bug. Or at least by attack commanding it. You can pray for attack grounds on them, or you can capture it. It doesn't hurt to capture it. It's pretty close to pop cap though, so. New teller mine. It's good to see. LMG squad's running into the LT. Should see that equipping. I think that's Major already. Should definitely move away from that.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Forces that squad away. That's good. What's next? It's Pershing. Double Faust? No. Didn't want to risk it. Yeah. I can see that going both ways, you know. Pershing's got a very large area of effect on its shell, but Faust is a Faust. Especially when it snares. So, second still coming out.
Opponents are seizing the sector.
Black Panzer diving 2 riflemen with bazookas and snares. That's very dangerous. It can go either way. Black Panzer seems to be missing a lot, so takes a snare, and that's going to be the end of the Black Panther. You gotta be careful about that. You know, keep your range. That's an unnecessary loss. I think that telling mine just went off. And that RE squad bit because the Pershing shot it.
Our
Risky.
Panzer forces reduced by 1.
Gotta be careful about that. Stugs only have 480 HP. So. Oh, but he does have the damage reduction. But still, you know, you get double tapped by the Pershing pretty quick, and it's hard to react. That comes out pretty quick. You know, that's if they were at 480, but they're at they have a 25% damage reduction because of the Command Panzer. Keep saying Command Panther.
Now we can see them before they see us.
But you know, just gotta be wary of that. It's very diverse army. I like it. Pack gun, mortar, MGs, infantry. Diverse armor as well. Stugs had a Flak Panzer, Command Panzer 4, 222. Very diverse.
Enemy forces are securing our territory. We are losing a sector.
So the MG42 has done the right though. That's what I want to see. That's good stuff. Is Pioneer's gonna win? I think so. Yeah. Force their retreat. It's good. Should maybe pop AP ammo. It's a lot better suppression. Double the damage. You know, if your opponent's feeling, you know, like he really wants that AP or something, pop AP. Persuade him otherwise. Whoa, double still going on the Pershing. Target weak point comes through. Dissuaded by the bazooka rifle stock. You should probably split up his Stugs. You know, put one on this right flank and put one here, because if you know he goes around that house and he's only in one spot. You know, the person could just go around the other way and then just flank them both. Just lose. But if you separate your Stugs, you can't flank both of them at the same time usually. Or it's at least much harder to flank, so. Try not to bunch up your turretless tanks like that, because it's a lot easier to get flanked at that point. Some Rangers. Probably gonna, yeah. Grenadiers lose. Kind of expected. forward, but it's suppressed by the MG, so it should be fine. I would probably just leave it there. Still, you know, whatever. Camping on the right side, I'd like to see this MG move up. You know, you can move it up onto these sandbags, or on this fence over here, you know, cover
Our opponents are
both
seizing
pathways.
the sector.
Very hard to push it to. Put some mines down. Backbone. Probably said this a couple times. But basically just don't blob up. You know, mid like this, you know. Spread your forces and put what you need to stop most things. And then you can have your mobile force, like your infantry and your armor, in the middle of the map, you know, kind of like it is. And your stationary stuff, your weapons teams on the sides, so your mobile force can move to support on both sides. Is that a new mine? Yes, it is. I like it.
The enemy is taking our
Got
territory.
another mine, got forced away by the major. TC snare. That's not good. Grenadiers might get that white though.
The enemy has destroyed a panzer.
Pershing's fighting bullet Stugs, loses a Stug. There's a Jackson there as well, which I imagine helped him win against that. We lost that rifleman for a Stug. I would say that's honestly a good trade. Stugs are very cheap.
Losing a sector.
And that was a vetted rifleman. So.
The enemy has driven a
Vetted
wedge in
rifleman
our
are
lines.
much harder to replace than a Stug. And I think it was the
You need something?
no, I think it was the vetted Stug, but that's okay. Again, Stugs are easier to replace than already replacing it. Got a lone pack gun over here, that's dangerous. He's got infantry coming up though, so just gotta be careful, you know, about that. You know, Pershing comes around, you know, surprises you somewhere.
Enemy destroyed.
Pac-Man might be lost. Just, if you get pushed off, move your support teams that can support themselves back. Should beat this LT because he's got 2 LMG guns versus an LT.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Oh, who gets the white? Losing a lot of infantry very quickly. I'd pop in some here. You know, he's really pushing for this cap. Major already coming down though. Now you want to move. Preferably. You're playing the RNG game. And RNG game,
We have lost
Major is the
an
winner.
MG.
Maybe you were, you know, calling his bluff with the fake Major already drop. But no, that was the real deal.
Infantry contact. Now we can see that.
Pershing over here should retreat this. No, Faust coming out. This is there. And Yuffie surrenders. So good stuff all around. Very, very diverse army, very good composition. Your opponent had some, you know, decision issues, mainly the rifle BAR bazooka combo. They're good, but they don't excel in anything. You want to specialize your rifleman, you know, anti-infantry, and normally not anti-tank. You know, it's just that you have REs and majors and captains for that stuff. So, but don't count on your opponent to make mistakes. Improve on your game and not expect your opponent to make mistakes. So, overall good stuff. I would like to see a little bit more spread out forces. You know, if your grenadiers are pushing up here, move your HMGs up. Same with your, packs and mortars. I also wouldn't recommend this doctrine. It's okay, it works out, but lighting more elite armor, Tiger Ace, definitely more efficient. But if you're just going for, off meta fun, this is, it's a good one. Good placement of mines. I would like to see some S mines, VPs on your fuel. Cutoffs. Even just in small choke points, like here. Here's a good spot for like a little S mine field. But you actually put a teller mine there. I didn't see that. That's nice. And I only saw spawning scopes and command tank used here. And not that these aren't good, it's just there's better options. So that's basically it. I hope this helped you. Overall, just spread out your army a bit more. I would have liked to see some Panzer IVs over Stugs and a Flak Panzer, but both of them work. It's just that the Panzer IVs can engage everything, and that allows for, say, his Pershing gets, locked down like that or snared, your Stugs, and your Flak Panzer's damaged. Your Stugs can't do anything, But if you got two Panzer IVs, then both Panzer IVs can deal damage, even if they're a bit wounded. You just don't want to get them snared. So I guess that's it. Good stuff. I didn't see a whole lot of sweeping. I see you have it, and it's good that you do. But when you dove with your tanks or pushed up with your infantry, I didn't see it a whole lot. So maybe that's just me because I missed it though. But overall, good stuff, and hope this helped.